Hi, it's Tom here from Yes Hire. Today we're going to be taking a look at the GT8 from TT Audio. TT Audio is a relatively new player to the market. They spawned from the parent company RCF as the premium flagship product line, which is specifically to target the touring and high-end install market. These products are all actively driven, so they're all driven from an amp rack solution that RCF provide, and that's all part of this family of products, which I'm going to talk a bit more about now. So in TT's first tranche of products, a little over a year ago, we had GTX10 and GTX12. That's a medium format and a large format line array solution, which has been really successful in the market across Europe. Alongside those, there's an array of subwoofers. There's the GTS29 and GTS19, which are a double 19-inch and a single 19-inch subwoofer to go with those line array products. Now, moving forward, they've released this, which is the GT8. This is a point source product designed to perfectly complement the GTX10 and the GTX12. So also coming soon to the range is the GTX7C, which is a compact format line array solution, which is inherently cardioid. That product's going to be released very soon. And also the GTS16C, which is a flyable cardioid subwoofer, which has a 16-inch driver in the front and a 14-inch driver in the rear. But for now, we're going to be taking a look at the GT8, which is TT Audio's first point source offering. So the GT8 is a full range point source loudspeaker capable of a massive 137 dB max SPL. As you can see, it's also a nice compact format, and it's got a few more features we're going to dive into now. So when it comes to point source loudspeakers, dispersion is everything. And TT Audio have fitted the GT8 with this horn flare with 110 by 50 degree dispersion, which is ideal for pointing the sound exactly where you want it. The neat trick this product has up its sleeve is the horn flare itself is magnetic and can be removed from the front of the compression driver. So you just pop the horn flare out, you can simply rotate it, and then you can locate it and pop it back in. So the major advantage of this magnetic horn flare design is that when you want to use the product in a front fill type configuration where you're laying it on its side, it's really nice and quick and easy to rotate that horn. You also might want to rotate it where you want to avoid the high frequency slapping off surfaces such as ceilings or walls to make sure the sound is as coherent as possible and directed right where you want it at your audience. So behind the magnetic horn flare is a 1.4-inch compression driver, and that has a 3-inch voice coil. Either side of that, you've got the main 8-inch woofers, which have a 2.5-inch voice coil, and that nice compact format of all the drivers in that arrangement gives a huge output from such a nice, neat, compact product. So this little speaker goes down to 50 Hertz, so it really is a proper full range solution. It's 1,000 watts RMS with a 4,000 watt peak power handling. The speaker itself is 8 ohms, and you can run 3 of these loudspeakers off each of RCF's XPS 16K channels. So when we come on to amplifiers, there's a couple of versions of the XPS 16K available. There's the D version, which has Dante on board, and there's the standard version if you don't need Dante. So moving on to the rear of the speaker, we've got 2 NL4 connections, an in and a link through. And this speaker only uses 1 channel of amplification, so we're just using the +1 and -1 connections on the NL4 socket. So as you can see, this speaker here is on the vertical bracket. Now, if you want to get your speakers up high and direct them down, this enables you to get the exact angle of inclination you want, so you're firing that point source audio directly at your audience. Obviously, this bracket can also be orientated the other way up, so the speaker can easily be hung with a clamp from a truss or a rigging point. So the speaker itself is made of Baltic birch plywood, and you've got these nice rugged handles on the top and bottom for easily getting the speaker into the exact orientation or place you want it. Moving back round to the front, we've got this steel perforated grille, which has the acoustic foam behind that you'll be familiar with from most loudspeaker systems. But the neat trick is that this grille is easily removable, again with a magnetic system like the horn flare. So you pop it out at the top and you can lift it away. And you've got a safety wire here to make sure that grille can't drop while you reorientate your horn flare. And then it's simply a case of locating the grille and popping it back on just like that. So aside from the bracket, there's this really handy pole mount adapter, which just screws into the top or bottom of the loudspeaker just like that. And that enables you to put it easily onto a straight pole or a distance pole from a subwoofer. In terms of weight, the GT8 weighs in at 18.7 kilograms. So in summary, the GT8 from TT Audio is a very high output, compact and relatively lightweight point source solution. It's ideal for front of house, side fill, lip fill, any application where you need to get really high audio levels directed exactly where you want them. The GT8 is available now from Yes Hire.